Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to make an inside out card. So the outside looks like that, and then you turn it to the inside and it looks like that, and then it actually stands up. So if it's not on a slippery surface, you can stand that up and it looks really cute. And there it is. Okay, I'm going to show you how to make it. All right, so we're going to start with 2 pieces of paper, and it's white cardstock, and one is cut at 5 3/4 by 5 1/4. So this will fit into a 5 1/2 by 5 1/2 envelope. All right, so along the 5 3/4, with that along the top, I am going to score at 1/2 inch, and I'm going to do that on both of them. So this one says 5 3/4 along the top, and I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. And that's all the scoring that we're going to be doing with this card. All right, and I'm just going to fold that over and then fold it right back. And I'll do the same on this one. And then I'll fold it right back. So I'm just going to put one of these aside right now, okay? Now, the stamp set I showed you yesterday that I'm using is this one, and it's called Arctic Wonder, and there's 19 stamps on here, and I pretty well use them all except for some of the sentiments and the fish I did not use, and I don't know if I used the toque. Oh yeah, I did use the toque. So it's a great stamp if you for just a winter card or for the holiday season. And it also comes with dies that cuts everything out, so that's nice. All right, and it even cuts one of the sentiments on, I guess. But anyway, so it cuts on all the bears, okay? All right, this one is $26.79 and the die is $22.39. So it's a really lovely set. So if you'd like the set, just let me know in the comments. Now, as far as instructions go, there really isn't much of an instruction, but I can do something with a picture, I guess, and a little explanation of it, just so you can put it in your files for a cute card. All right. So I have already stamped and die cut my polar bears. So they're right here. And when you do this, you need to do 2 sets. Okay? So I'm just going to take all these out. I'm not sure what I have here. You need to do 2 sets, and then you need, there's a little snowflake on there. And I just did a whole sheet of snowflakes too, okay? Because I needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 snowflakes. So I'm just going to put this here and I'm going to pick what I need. All right. So I need this bear and I need 6 snowflakes. I don't think I put hers on the back. No. And I need, so some of these I colored with just a light taupey marker, and those are the ones that I'm using on the front of the card. And then the ones I'm using to cover the back, I of course didn't need to color those. So I am going to put those over here. All right, so that guy's colored, and that one is. And that one is, and that one is. Okay. And that one isn't. And I colored that one. And I didn't use the iceberg. I was going to, and then I decided not to. And then I colored the little toque and scarf. And all right, so here's all my little things that I need. Okay, so what you do is, I'm just gonna put all that up there. So what we're going to do is we are going to be attaching all of these little things with acetate. So I've cut some strips of acetate here. So what I'm gonna do is, so I'm going to attach this first, and it is going to sit like that. So what you do is you just put, I'm gonna put a couple of pieces of acetate on there. Oops. So I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to put a couple of pieces of this to hold the egg glue. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to put my egg glue on there, okay? So there goes my egg glue. And then if you have any acetate sticking over the top, you can just trim that off. Okay? All right, so next I am going to put the tall bear standing on the top of the egg glue. I'm just going to turn this over, put some tape. And I'm going to put that there. And then he is going to go here. That's not really in the center there. You can use this smaller one. Okay, I still don't have him in the center. And then he's going to go on here. Now, I'm using repositional tape right now, but when I put the backings on, I will use permanent, okay? So there's my polar bear. So there he is. So now I want, actually put him, and you can see why I want to put repositional, because then you can peel them off and put them back on and whatever, okay? All right, so now I'm going to put this guy here, okay? So I need to get a little piece of acetate. Put that there. And now, so these are kind of fun to make. Okay. So there's that guy. And then I have a little baby right here that I put right here. So I just need a little piece. So I can, so you could do like a birthday one with all sorts of little birthday decorations up here. So that guy's fun. Now you'll see that I have some of my acetate, I'm going to just move that over, hanging over the top. So I'm just going to trim that off. There we go. All right. Now over here I have another bear, and he's going to go right here. So I'll take my acetate, flip it over. And put that right there. And then I'm going to just put him right here. so cute. I just love them. All right. So if my mom's watching today, she'll be thinking of my nephew Michael, who loves polar bears. All right. Because every time I see one, I think of him. Okay, so now I put a little scarf, and I just used green and blue. Just, I thought that kind of looked cute with him. So I'll put that on there. What was it, Coca-Cola that had polar bears?
Yeah. Yep.
And then I had the hat on top of here, but I didn't like it, so then I decided he should be holding it in his hand. So I'm just putting that little toque because it's so cute. And I didn't know what to do with that fish, so I didn't put him in. So there's all my bears. That looks cute. So now I had it like this, and then I thought, well, it needs to have some snowflakes. So then I decided I was going to put snowflakes. So what I did was I took a 1/2-inch piece of acetate and I cut it in half like that. And I put 6 snowflakes. Oh, I think I got 2 pieces there. That's a real, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I knew I had 2 there. So this acetate is the Studio Cadia acetate sheets. You can get a package with 10, so it lasts for a very long time. All right, so here are my little strips for my snowflakes. And then I'm just going to place them on the back here. So let me just, whoops. Where did that go? So what I did was I placed them first. And then I cut them off after. So there's that one. And I put one there. And I put one here. And I put one over here. And I put one over here. Okay, so then that's what that looked like. Okay? So you can see, you don't want anything hanging over on this fold here, so I'm going to take that off. There. All right? So now I'm going to attach my snowflakes. Where did it go? So I think I'm going to put it on here. I think it works better if I put it on here. And then I can, there we go. I think it's easier that way. All right. So I'm going to put one here. And one here. Oops. I'm just randomly putting them on. There we go. And If you had a punch, you could certainly just use a punch and punch a bunch of little snowflakes out too. That would be cute. Okay. I think this one should be lower. There we go. So there's my snowflakes. So now I'm just going to trim off that excess acetate. There we go. All right, so there it is. Looks pretty sweet. So that's 5. I had 6 up here. Oh, I think I had another one there. Whoops. So I'll put it right here. There we go. So I have 6 snowflakes. I think that looks cute. Yep, we have lots of the polar bear stamps and dies. So I think there's like, I don't know how many left there. 6 or 8? How many polar bear stamps do we have?
The white package.
So sweet. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over, and I see I've got some. That's the nice thing about that removable tape. I can just rub off any excess. Okay. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to flip it over. So now you can see why you need to put things on the back here. Okay, so I am going to use, I can probably still just use my repositional. I'm just going to use this. All right, so I didn't have to color these because you're just going to use them on the back like that. Okay. All right, so I'm going to cover my polar bear. I'm going to put that on the back. Okay, and then I have, not that one, this one goes right here. So I'll put that one on. Just to cover them up. And then we have, it's like a little puzzle here. I have this guy. And he's going right there. And then I have this one. I mean, if it didn't bother you having it like this, because you really don't see it, but it's kind of messy. And then I have my igloo. So it's nice to have the dies with this for sure. Oh, that's his scarf. And I can also do I didn't on my other one, but I've got snowflakes left over, so I may as well put them on. So we'll put those on. There we go. So it just cleans up the back of it. All right, so the back is done and the front is done. How cute. I love it. Okay, so now what we want to do, you want to do a stronger adhesive over here. So I'm going to use my Suquang tape. And I'm going to put the 1/2 inch, I guess. If you didn't have 1/2 inch, you could just use a couple of rows of the other. Okay. Now you're going to take that second piece of paper that you had. So there we go. So that is the inside of the card, like that. And then we fold it like this. And that's the outside of the card. See that? All right, so now we have to decorate or add paper and some stamping. All right. So I've cut. Now this is paper I thought was very appropriate for the polar bears, and it is the paper. It's a new paper with the floral on it, but I didn't think floral went with that, so I just stuck with the blue. Oh, I bet you that's the lady for You Can't Spoil a Baby.
Oh.
All right, and I'm going to have to go for a minute.
Paulette will look after it.
Pardon?
Paulette's back.
Paulette's there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put that here. Like that. Okay. And then this is the front. And this is the front of my card. Right here. There we go. Very cute. Okay. Now we need to do some stamping. And I'm going to just make sure they got everything, so I'll be right back. Can admire the polar bear. There's so many boxes back there. All right, I'm back. Scrapbookers Anonymous is a drop-off for You Can't Spoil a Baby. So we get a lot of donated items here. And then we have Eleanor who picks it up and distributes it. So that's what she was doing today. All right, but I just had to sort because we also have garage sale stuff there for You Can't Spoil a Baby. Okay, back to my card. All right, so I think we'll do some stamping now. So this is the inside of the card. I'm just gonna put that there. And thanks Paulette.
You're welcome.
And what I did was, I used this one for the inside. All is calm, all is bright. And then I also had a polar bear that I had. Oh, there it is. That I had just there looking. All right, so I'm going to stamp that right now. Make sure it's straight. And then you can sign now. Okay. There we go. Brooklyn. All right, so I'm going to take that off. This has a plastic sleeve. It's quite neat that you can put your stamps on. Like it's heavy plastic. So that's a nice feature of this stamp set. Okay, and so that's that. And then I'm going to close it up and I'm going to stamp. Now, I didn't do anything fancy on the front at all because everything is on the inside of the card. So I didn't do anything fancy at all. So I just put this on, wishing you a peaceful holiday season, and then I put my polar bear on the iceberg. All right. There we go. Oops. Do that again. Okay. Oh, I'm out of the camera there. All right, so now I have that. Wash that off. Okay. So there's other sayings on here too. So glad to be your friend. Yeah, and then joy, hope, wonder, wishing you a peaceful holiday. And then the other one was all is calm, all is bright. Okay? I'm just gonna put that away. You could stamp these on a scrapbook page too. All right. So now to finish it off, I have this bear and this bear, and I have an iceberg. Okay, so I'm just gonna put my iceberg on. So like I said, I didn't do much on the front at all because everything is in the inside. And then I used a pop dot for this bear, and I pop dotted him up.
Is that how it's supposed to?
Oh, no, once, I just put it in the belly.
Oh. Yeah, but
Okay.
This will go down some more.
yeah, is that how you?
Right, and,
I could.
and then I just put a singleton right there, like that.
Take it like this.
All
but I'm
right.
gonna go, and it looks funny in the belly.
Okay,
So, it's okay.
so cute. So there we go. So recipient gets the card like this, and then opens it up, and it looks like that. So it's called an inside out, and it does stand on a non-slippery surface. There, I got it standing.
Okay like this.
So it looks really cute. Okay, so there we go.